Hey there, beautiful souls. Jess, Intuitive Angel Healer, here with your Grounded. How's everybody doing this Thursday? Hey there, One Dope Medium. It's been a while. How are you doing today? I'm so excited to have everyone here. And I've got this nifty new thing of you can be a subscriber to me for my lives, and I don't know exactly how it works out, but I know that when you are a subscriber, I will give you dibs on getting responded to first or readings. You guys haven't seen me on here much because I've been protecting my energy. I am a healer and I am out here a lot and share a lot of my life with you. But when, just like all of y'all, I have my own personal things that I have to assess and heal and all that fun stuff. So I've been hanging out, protecting my energy because I've always made a rule when I first started doing this that I'm never going to come in here in a bad mood. I'm not going to bring that energy with me. Hey there, extraordinary. I'm actually I'm going to do a collective reading for everyone, and then if you want a personal reading, they're 1212, and my Cash App is in my bio, and you can check that out. But I'm going to start it off with a collective reading first. And then if I can do yes or no questions, I will. But first, we're going to do a collective. And I haven't been on here a little while. Like I said, I've been protecting my energy. But I'm very excited to come out here and help you. And if you want a personal reading today, I'm doing them after I do the collective for only $12.12. And you're going to get your question, if you give me a question, and I'm going to give you your guidance from the angels and some help to how to move forward with it. Because sometimes we get all these messages and stuff, but we don't know how to apply the information. So if you ever get a reading from me, always make sure, or always know that I'm going to make sure you know how to apply the information. So, hey there, Desire Ware, how are you? So you guys, hey there, I'm doing great. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm One Dope Medium. I'm happy that retrograde's over. Fun thing is that I thought I was going to get through retrograde pretty awesome. I was like, woo, I made it through retrograde. Nobody can touch me. And 2 weeks into it, yeah, it's called a month, 4 weeks for a reason, because the first 2 weeks were cake. Because I've done this a million times, but the last 2 weeks snuck up on me. And that's what retrograde does. If you want to know what retrograde is, when people talk about it, it's simply a universal cleanse that is placed upon you by the universe for a month that will make you, if you're not going to heal your stuff, you're going to at least reflect on it. And if you or get overwhelmed by it enough to actually fix it. Thank you so much for the likes. You guys are awesome. And so, yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm not just doing, right now I'm not doing, I can see if you're in here after the collective, I'll see about, or you can pay to get your reading, because like I said, my Cash App is in the link in the bio, but let me go ahead and put that in there too. Just quit lightning to, nope. There we go, comment. So I'm about to start this off, kick it off with a collective reading for you guys. So there's my Cash App right here, and see if I'm able to. I don't have a moderator right now, so I don't know if you're able to pin that, but you can see there's my Cash App information if you guys want a personal reading. But for right now, let's get into the collective, shall we? All right, so we're going to start it off with some angel messages, and I'm just guided here, and I'm going to do some mediumship messages. So if you guys have somebody in a spirit that you want to hear a message from, I also do mediumship messages, and I have a new fun charm casting is one of my gifts I've been working on, and so with my mediumship messages, I'm going to give you it's just a whole interactive experience, but it's a lot different than the other people's, I've noticed, and that's what I beat myself up on. And it's funny that I'm like, you're original. It's just called originality. You can't be upset your gifts aren't exactly like everybody else's gifts. And I'm saying this to you guys to let you know that if you're different, you're made different for a reason. And just because we've had certain people set the standard of what spirituality is and this gift and that gift, it's still a magical gift. This is still connecting with the universe and angels and invisible beings that are, it's energy that I'm connecting with. So sometimes we put too much regulation, and I've always gotten flack for when I started, oh, you use your cards too much. Oh, you use your this too much. Well, you use your ego too much judging me with what I'm doing, because you should just be sitting in listening to the message. We put ourselves on too high of a standard, guys. So, all right, here's the first rollout of the messages. Angels, I got my angel deck here. These are my archangel messages. And if you resonate, please, you can drop a heart, drop a gift, take it all. But just let me know that I want to know that you got the message. That's the most important thing for me. So Archangel Sandalphon is kicking this reading off with victory. Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel of music. So if you find yourself listening to some chill, like Sublime music or Bob Marley music, kind of like, or, harp music, orchestra music. The reason why is because if it's really chill and mellow, but it's got a good beat, this is the angel that's kicking it with you. And it says, Archangel Sandalphon, your prayers have been heard and answered, so have faith. This archangel, they say music tames the savage beast. So when you're getting stressed out, maybe if you're not being able to engage with this message because you're like, I don't have any victories. Well, know that they're coming. And if you're putting in an effort to actually change stuff, it may not change before you overnight, but all those prayers, all that hard work, all that sweat and tears, all those meditations are leading you to victory. So focus on what makes you victorious. Do not focus on the past. Do not focus on what didn't happen in the past, because guess what? Just because it didn't happen in the past, it wasn't supposed to. It's called divine timing. And sometimes doors are purposely shut on us, all purpose, because we weren't supposed to access that knowledge. We have all this knowledge within inside of us. And each time you learn something new about yourself, you unlock this gift about yourself, right? So it's very important to focus on what makes you victorious, and know that if you didn't do something good enough, practice, okay? Because I'm not the greatest at a lot of things, really, be honest. But you know why I got good at them? Because I opened up a book. I devoted my time. And that's where some people can't get that next level of success, because it takes more to be successful than to just, I teach manifestation, but you can't just sit here and go, wish I had that. Come on, angels, bring it over, because I can do that all day long. But if I'm not putting in action, they're not going to do it. And if it's not for my highest good, winning the lottery is not for my highest good. And if it is for my highest good, that is because I'm not going to just go and just spend it on stuff that's not important. So focus on what makes you victorious. I'm hearing rise above it all. Rise above the problems, rise above the drama. If you focus on your victory, the other stuff will just fall away, guys. So, beloved one, I love this. And this is a message of passion. So the beloved one says, Archangel Chamuel, that's the archangel of unconditional love. I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. So this is a message for you guys out there. If you guys are going, like I said, we just went through retrograde. If you're going through issues with your significant other, know that Archangel Chamuel, you can pray to this angel, or if you're trying to heal so you can find the love of your life, this archangel is working with you to not shut down your heart and to help believe in the spirit of love and not what humans have made love. Because sometimes humans, we get so caught up on, like, I love it when we say Romeo, and I get a lot of flack for this, but how did Romeo and Juliet become the number one love story? Because I don't call dying at the end of my love story a love story. I call it toxic love, because if it was magnificent and a dream come true, guess what? I would live and I would get to have so many memories with that person. And even if you're going through the grief of a passed over loved one, somebody really needs to hear this, that it really hurts that they're gone right now, but also know to focus on all those memories, and especially the ones that you guys got to have a lot of memories and now you're just sad. Know that they're still there with you. And James is a name that's coming through. So I don't know if somebody has somebody in spirit named James, but he's very adamant about this, that you guys had a lot of time together, and to try not to focus that he's not there, because he is there. You just have to find a different language to communicate. So, hi Debbie, how are you? Yeah, let me know if these messages resonate for you guys, because they're coming, and there's so many people that come in and out. When spirit sees you guys, they just throw these messages out. So please, if it resonates, it's for you, and it would make spirit happy too, because the thing that we don't realize is everybody's like, okay, because it's a new trend now. Like when I first started this wasn't a trend, and I've been, like I said, this has been my gift my whole life, but now it's trending. But people don't realize when you get into spirituality, everybody's so worried about knowing their guardian angels' names so they can go tell everyone, I have guardian angel Gloria with me, and I have this person with me, and everybody's hung up on that key aspect. But we should be hung up on more of, let's make a friendship with spirit, because it takes a lot of energy for them to even come share a message. But it's so normal that we don't even notice it anymore. But it really does take a lot of energy, because if it didn't, they would be right here talking to you guys. I would just scoot over and let them talk to you. That's what my impression was when I first started. I was like, why can't they just talk to me? Like, that's how Hollywood and everyone made it. No, spirit doesn't talk to you that way. They talk to you through your third eye, through your mind's eye, through your five senses. So your sense of taste, smell, touch. Yeah, I can't get my brain on that right now. So, or I'm going to lose connection of this message. So, anyways, Archangel Chamuel is stepping in to help bring some peace and also help you connect with your self-love. This is the angel that you connect with if you want a help in your relationship, help finding your true love, or to simply help you find a new career, your life purpose. This is the angel that helps you. Okay, because it's about building a relationship with yourself. So you need to start building a relationship with what aspect, because you can't try to change all yourself at one time. You got to pick certain things and work with those and, incorporate it and kind of mesh it all together. So pick an angel that you want to help with a certain aspect of your life and work on that aspect. Don't try to fix everything all at once. That's why a lot of us fail or feel like we fail. Hello, Shelly. How are you? So definitely you can connect with this archangel if you need help. Even, loving yourself enough to leave a toxic relationship. That's where a lot of us struggle. And that's why I come out here and really do this, because I've been brave enough and I've had enough courage. Once I understand it's toxic, I can leave. But I've had friends that couldn't leave. And I never understood, why can't you leave? It's toxic. It's clear as day. And they're like, no. And I didn't ever understand that. And now that I've went through my spiritual awakening, I've really healed this aspect in me, and I've my understanding of it. And my understanding that not everyone was built as strong as me. And some people are built, it doesn't make them weaker. It just means they didn't have anyone to nurture that part of them. And it's funny, we're going into Archangel Haniel. She's the Archangel of grace and passion. And sometimes we get into this toxic cycle of people pleasing because it's safer that way. And we don't have to deal with everybody's opinions coming at us. And if you're depressed or you're suffering from mental health issues, any health issues, you don't have enough energy to deal with people's opinions and all that. It just goes by the wayside. So start following your passion. Archangel Haniel wants you to start following your passion and start connecting with your feminine side, and know that you're so in your masculine side right now because it was a survival. But she's giving you permission to start living your life again. Start reviving your passion. Start living for what makes you happy. Not to pay the bills, not to put shoes on your kids' feet. What makes you happy? What drives your passion? Most of us don't even know what we even have a passion for anymore, because everybody has closed that part of us off. And it's funny, Archangel Raguel is coming in too, and this is about clairsentience. This is about feeling, okay? Clear feeling. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So when you're along the road of life following your passion, keep going for what makes you happy, because it doesn't make sense to try to follow your happiness, but you're doing things that make other people happy. Okay? And then we put this excuse, this is my favorite one, well, I have to because I'm married. Why? When did that level of thinking come that we're going to marry a partner just so we can be with someone, but they're not going to be on our level? They're not going to like what we do, and they're going to constantly tell us what to do or make sure that we do everything for them and nothing for us. And if we do, we're selfish. That's an out of balance relationship, because we should be humans. It shouldn't be about boy or girl, husband or wife. It should be, we're on this life to live. Don't you want another human person with us that we don't have to put this shackle down on and put this rule list of you behave this way, you do this way? It should come genuinely out of you. There should be integrity enough in you, because I've had enough integrity to sit around plenty of men and not sleep with them. Why? Because that's called integrity. If I know that you have a girlfriend and I might know her, or if I just simply know you have a person in your life, right there, the big thing that comes over me, like, I'm not, like, if you have a page, guess what? My emojis that are all cute and heart and stuff, now they become sunshades on your page, because that's just respect. Because I've been that girlfriend who's had a disrespectful boyfriend. And I've always told myself I'm never going to be that disrespectful girlfriend. And it's integrity, guys. Just follow your integrity, follow your passion, see where it leads. But stop doing things out of integrity. The angels are saying right now, stop doing things out of integrity and thinking you're going to get your passion in the end, because we're also confusing passion with lust. Okay, love and lust, they both start with L. They're both 4-letter words. Well, love's 5. Love's 4-letter word. Sorry, guys. I know I sound silly right now, but anyways, that's even funnier. They're both 4-letter words, and they both get interchanged. And I notice people have when I was younger, and I'm not even that old, but when I was younger, love was a big word, right? And so we would be like, I love you if we texted LUV. And that was like, phew, I didn't say love, I was safe. But now people are just love everywhere. So now, and I notice the more clients that I coach, everybody's got this really good, but I love him. But I can't stop thinking about him, so I love him. No, that's called obsession. I've had it. It's called obsession, honey. It is so far from love. But I don't ever say something like that. I would never be like, well, sometimes, if the angels pop in, sometimes I have to break it down. Sometimes people need to hear it that bluntly, that it is obsession, because we are so confused. Because you know what? Somebody who truly loves you is not going to black your eye, beat you down, bring down your confidence, and then tell you I'm sorry, and then go take you on a shopping spree, and then do it a couple months later. Okay, it's just somebody who loves you is going to let you spread your wings and go be a weirdo in the backyard. If you want to go be the chicken lady and go do weird stuff, go do it. And at the end of the day, I've met those couples. That's true love. When you can just do your thing, you come home and you come together as a union. I always say your partner should complement you, not complicate you. When they start complicating you, that's when you need to be like, maybe I need to rethink about this, because something ain't right. All right, and then I'm going to leave you guys with this, and I'll go to another deck. Somebody needed to hear this message, so if I start going off on a little thing and it's resonating with you, just try to be patient with me, because like I said, the angels come in and somebody in here needs to hear this, so I just roll with it. I've been doing this for too many years I just roll with it. Hey, Jackie, career transition. See, Archangel Chamuel popping in here, not only for the love, but also for the career transition. Somebody out there is about to go to a new level. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Let's see what that career change may be for some of you out there. And I'm doing personals. If you'd like to book a personal after this collective, the link's in my bio. Jess, it's on my Cash App. It's on my link tree. And I also, if you scroll up here, I can, but yeah, I'm doing personal for 12/12. So I can go ahead and give you a whole layout of your whole situation. Let's see. Boop. There you go. And like I said, you can click on the link in the bio, and all right. And all right, so let's see. We got school, so the career transition. We got somebody's going to be going, if you've been having thoughts about going back to school, it doesn't have to be traditional school either. It can be, just taking classes. Like I said, online classes, spiritual classes. Also, energy healing's coming in. So if you've been thinking about becoming maybe a Reiki person, a Reiki practitioner, or a yoga practitioner, you're definitely being guided. This is your confirmation right here by Archangel Chamuel. definitely go back to school and also start talking to your angels about this. This is reversed because you're having a hard time connecting with your angels and asking them to show you signs. Ask them, hey, where do I go to next? It says instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. Sometimes we worry so much, but when it comes down to this is what needs to happen, our ego sometimes does not accept this and it kicks it out. And it's like, yeah, I don't think so. But we're like intrigued by that career transition, and everybody wants the prize, but sometimes we don't want to do the work, which is going back. Knowledge is the key to everything. You got to have knowledge, and it makes life a lot easier because the more you know, the less that people can, tell you false things because you've already got your mindset set down. And this is also a life review. So Archangel Jeremiel is the archangel of life reviews. So if you're feeling stuck right now, that's where this career transition's coming in too. That's why right now you may be looking at everything going, wow, how did I get to this point? This is what started on my spiritual awakening. Is I started selling magazines when I was 19 on a sales crew traveling around the United States. And then all of a sudden, when I went through my divorce and everything, and I lost my job in the medical field, I stepped out of it. I just kind of put my medical, because my ex was working double time to get me in trouble there. So I just kind of put it all on hold. And then I started my holistic healing business. But I ended up in that whole year of transition. I wound up at a call center and I was selling subscriptions to magazines over the phone. And one day I was like, how am I 40 years old? And I started this off in my 19, start the world off, didn't know anything. And now I went full circle back at 40. Holy cow. And that was like my life review moment. And then the next thing was my career transition, because I was like, well, actually, when I got up and went to the bathroom and some jerk took my chair that I'd been sitting in my whole shift and told me that he just felt obligated to my chair and to get my own. And I was like, I had my own, you big bully, and you came and took my chair. I decided to quit that job and go for a career transition. And I became a holistic healer because I was like, yeah, you're good. You don't need to be around these gremlins. I'm good, you're good, we're good. Archangel Michael also would like you to know that you are protected during this career transition and this life review. So right now, during this life review, it's really important for you to just evaluate. You don't necessarily have to start doing things. It's about taking time to review first. Get prepared on what do I actually need to come with. What am I too scared of to try new? Because I feel like we hang on to these old toxic patterns and these old things that don't make us happy anymore simply because we're too afraid of what's on the other side, because we can't see it. Because we have trust issues, because people have been implementing trauma since we've been born. So let me know if you guys are vibing with this reading. And hold on a second. Boop. That's so weird. I don't know. All right, so get into a couple more messages, and I'm going to do a charm casting here when I get a couple more people in here, because it works better when there's people in here. But let's see what other messages we have here. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, there's one. Thank you, Spirit. So definitely school. Go back and renew your knowledge. Knowledge is the key to everything. But yoga healing, or yoga and energy healing are definitely in somebody's life purpose here. So I release all fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I am loved and I am safe. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. So definitely somebody needs to hear that right now and repeat that after me. I release all fears and doubts. Whatever is meant for me will always be for me, and so it is. And if it didn't happen for you, guess what? You didn't want it. You didn't want it. I promise you. I forced things that Spirit has shut the door on me and said, nope, you don't want that. But due to our free will, I figured out how to force it and make it happen. And you know what? I didn't want it. You don't want it. If you can just have a universal trust, if whatever's meant to be for you will always be. If it's not meant for you, leave it alone. Because there are people come into our life that are supposed to be here for a season, and we adopt them for the rest of our life, and it wasn't supposed to be that way. Because now you're just now you're toxic, becoming toxic Sally again. Hi, body by Goosey. I like that. Do you have that sounds like you have a product. That's fun. I'm glad you're new to my page. I am an angel intuitive healer, psychic medium, and Reiki practitioner. I'm basically a holistic healer, and I share angel messages. I'm doing angel readings for personals for 12/12. Right now I'm doing a collective, and I'm just sharing some power thought cards by Lois Hay, because I got all my different oracle cards here, and I love to just get on here and share the messages. So getting back into it, there is plenty for everyone, including me. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. So, like I just said, if it's meant for you, it'll always be there for you. But we adopt this scarcity mindset, which, by the way, if you're accidentally stuck in that scarcity mindset and you picked it up from your parents, they picked it up from their grandparents. And this scarcity mindset really started back in the Depression era, stuff like that, when they didn't have things like refrigerators and air conditioners, and they were just at the very beginning of this. Freezers barely got invented around the 1900s. Okay, I think it was like 1920 or something. Marjorie Post is a very you can watch my video on YouTube about her, my Empowered Woman's video set that I did, and she actually she's the reason why we have frozen food, because she met up with the Bird's Eye guy, and they figured out how to invent the freezer so we could have flash frozen food and all that. So this is where the scarcity mindset comes. So now know that we have enough materials, we have enough everything out here. It's all about using your resources. I always say you have enough in your immediate vicinity of the room that you're in to solve a problem that you have. if you sit there long enough and reflect, but a lot of times it's more convenient to reach out to others because we've been taught to not reach out to ourselves, because I think it's almost like a control thing of somebody knew how powerful we were, so they were like, let's see if we can take their control away, and we'll just have them give it away to everyone. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But know that you have, if you're going through a rough time, that's when you stop and you're like, okay, what can I control today to start changing this? Because it's about changing one thing. If you have a stressed out feeling home, switch. Just switch. This is simply moving this, to that, to that. Just switching energy. Do it to 20 objects in your room. So move the cup over here, the plant over there. And just by doing that, you switched up your whole energy of your house. So if you're suffering from depression, start with the energy clutter of your room. Or if there's no clutter in there, there's negative energy in there that's weighing you down, because ultimately you're already having this battle. Let's not make it any easier for the darkness. I always say that. So I start, you got to start doing things, because that's when you start snapping out of it. But you won't snap out of it until, that's why I always say the darkness manipulates you, because we're like, we have this candle, we can make our room smell lovely, but we can't get out of our mind long enough to get up off our bed to go light it. I've been there before, guys. I only preach what I know. Hi, Berrito. So let me know if you guys are resonating with this, because it's all love and light, no judgment here. And I want to make this conversation more normalized. So most people come out here because I'm an angel intuitive, and I'm just authentic, and I'm honest, because honesty is the best policy. Because if you can't handle the truth, then you have something that you now know that you have that's unhealed within you. Because the truth will always set you free. I don't want to live in a lie, because the lie does nothing for me. It doesn't help me. My healing is already in progress. Somebody needs to know this. So stop beating yourself up that it's taking too long or that you need more, because you know what? It took a while for you to become the way you are. It didn't happen overnight. So know that if you're doing something every day for it, that's all that matters. My willingness to forgive begins my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I know I am worth healing, and so it is. So that's awesome. Definitely a beautiful message today about releasing your fears. And wow, this just popped up too. Everything I touch is a success, guys. Your angels want you to know that if you can release these fears of not being good enough, or fear of what's going to happen in the future, you've got the Midas touch. You're going to have a lot of abundance coming to you. So it's really important right now to just keep grounding in that healing, and know the more negative that you release and the more healing that you embrace, the more abundance that comes. It's just that simple. We just have to do the work. But that's also why I come out here, because I want to let you guys know that healing can be fun. Okay? It doesn't have to be so serious and sad all the time. We already know. I got it. I got a self-esteem issue. Heard, noted, got it. But you know what? I don't have to feel bad because I have a self-esteem issue, right? I can just start healing that. Why do I have a self-esteem issue? Because I compare myself to everyone. And why am I comparing myself to them? Because they were at the same point I was at the beginning. At some point in their life, everybody was at the beginning. Everybody was at the point of starting over. They just don't talk about it because most people aren't going to talk about the embarrassing things that happen to them, so they're going to trump up the good things. So hopefully, some people even think this, that hopefully if they trump up enough good things, you'll just forget about any of the bad things. It's a whole game, guys. Like when you start taking that power and say, I am spiritually woke. You don't have to be a card reader out here. You don't have to be an angel intuitive, none of it. You can simply own your own power and know that you have the choice. Today I was having fun going, I'm going to just start practicing this. No. Let me say no. That's beginning my new favorite word. No. Why? Because I don't want to. Why do I need to explain myself to you? And no is a complete sentence. And this comes from People Pleasers Anonymous, the queen of people pleasers. But at some point, I guess I'm not the queen because I broke out of it. Like, I would only do it halfway, and then my ego, Jessica, would get in there and be like, nah, we're not doing this. Get out. People pleasing nothing. I'm going to go do my own thing. I've been doing that my whole life. Like, I've tried to people please, and I'm like, this isn't any fun. I'm not having a good time because they don't like me for who I am. So you know what? I think it's time to leave. Don't worry, I'll show myself to the door. No need to get up. I am that person. If you let me know you don't want me around, you don't like me, whatever you, okay, bye, it was fun, I have fun. I don't care because I only go where I'm wanted. And if people I see when you're younger, I think we fought for that to be a part of something. And the older and the more bullied you get over the years, you're like, yeah, your cool crew isn't that cool, because I think they did it on the Mean Girls. Those girls are so beautiful, but what did they do? They got in front of the mirror, they started calling themselves this and that, and their self-esteem, like the real them came out. And so when people learn that only people that don't have true love in their heart are going to judge on another person because of a superficial way that they look. This goes away, guys. This is a skin suit. This is depending on how good you take care of your skin and you put water in it and you hydrate it and you do stuff to it. It's going to last you, but in the end, we all get old. I'm 41. I never thought I would have gray hair. It happened. No matter if I wanted it to happen or not, it happened. And life moves on. So know that just be happy with whatever you are and just roll with that and just make it work, because there's always your group. Stop putting yourself in a group of people that don't like you, though, because that's why you're not living your authentic self. Because once you start getting around people that make you feel not weird, guess what? You don't care to try to fit in anymore. I now establish a new awareness of success. And also, angels are saying right now that success doesn't mean you have to have a 9-to-5 job. Success doesn't even mean that you have to have a job. If you're a stay-at-home mom, be proud of that's a job in itself, okay? So that is success. You got to have a new mindset of what success is. If you need extra money, do a side hustle. There's 9,000,001 things to do out there in this day and age that requires zero startup money. Zero. So it's all about your mindset. I know I can be as successful as I make my mind to be. I move into the winning circle. Golden opportunities are everywhere for me. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. And so it is. So I love these messages. These messages just inspire you. You got to start, repeat after me. Affirmations can change a whole mindset because it's reprogramming the bad out and putting the good in. You can't just take the bad out and not put anything in there to feel it. Everything I touch is a success. I release all fears and doubts. There is plenty for everyone, including me. And my healing is already in progress. So, and all my relationships are harmonious. So stop beating up on yourself, guys. I'm feeling this energy of like it's coming. Abundance is, my income is constantly increasing. Okay, I'm literally sitting here saying that your abundance is coming. Stop getting up in your head. We gotta get out of our head. Get out of our head. I get up in my head. That is not the place. You won't see me for years. You'll have to go send a search party. Okay, no getting in your head today. I will not get in my head today. Let's do something fun. I mean, if you guys need help, come in. I'm always good for a good random something. So if you need your day shaken up, send me a DM. I'll give you a fun fact that'll get you out of your funk. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. My income is constantly increasing. This is what we need to start saying instead of I'm broke. We need to repeat after me. My income is constantly increasing. I begin now today to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. And so it is. Amen, angels. So I needed that because I have a business and I'm not too confident in myself. Well, my friend, I will gladly do a consult with you if you would like to go and set that up with me afterwards. We can do a video chat. It's a 15-minute consult. I do intuitive coaching and actually do entrepreneur coaching because I'm a manifestation coach. So the call would be just to assess your needs and what I can assist you with so you can start doing better in your business. I have a 6-week program. I'm about to roll out a new thing for the fall anyways, and I'm opening up group coaching, and I'm going to do it for $35 a participant. So if you guys are and we get together on a Google call because I'm using Google Duo now, and once a week. But then I also do I'll do 2 personal coaching sessions for the 6-week program for the people in it. So if you guys are interested, send me a message and I'll send you the flyer when I get it made here. But I want to help people do some coaching, and if you can't afford, a $2,000 coaching package, that's why I'm just going to do this for my survivors out here to show my gratitude, and fall's a good time when I like to do gratitude things. So I'm doing it it's $35 for my group coaching per person per month right now. And so anyways, you can get more details from that. So it's only a thought, and thoughts can be changed. I am not limited by any past thinking. I choose my thoughts with care. I constantly have new insights and new ways of looking at my world. I am willing to change and grow. So it's definitely all about a mindset today, guys. And if you're wanting a personal reading, I do them for $12.12. You can check out the link in my bio. If you want me to do them on here, you just drop the payment in my Cash App and I will verify it's here. And I can put you on a list if I get too many people, or I can, whichever. But that's how I've decided I'm going to start doing my lives, is I'll do a collective reading and then any personal readings. And this is to help manage my energy, because I get on here and then when I get off here, I go and work with more clients. So I have to have an equal energy exchange for all this energy that I'm giving out, or I'm going to burn myself out. So that's why I decided if I'm going to do personal readings while I'm doing them live, I'm going to charge for them, but the collective will always be free. So let's get into some messages of abundance, and this one just came out. I love it. These two just came out. And I love this. This is a cherry blossom tree. The great thing about material things, those you have and those you don't, is that they never lie about what you've been thinking. What a relief, huh? Thoughts become things, the universe. And I always said you have 8 seconds to retract a thought. So instead of saying I'm broke, say that my abundance is constantly increasing. My income is constantly increasing. And you're like, well, that's a lie. Well, you kind of got to tell yourself that first, because your ego is not going to hear it either way. But you can't crush your ego. Your ego is there as like your defense mechanism, but you gotta be blended with it. You can't be toe to toe, and that's what most of us are. We're fighting against our ego, and that's why our ego gets even crazier and louder, and that's why you have meltdowns, and you're like, why am I acting like this right now? And I know a few of you out there can totally understand, because I've gotten to a point where I've just got wound up, and then I looked around and I was like, first of all, you're acting like this because it's a game and everybody's pushing you to act like this because they find you entertaining. Second, you're not crazy. You're overwhelmed. And this is what happens to the human brain when you can't possibly process anymore. We got to stop doing this to ourselves, and we got to stop taking on so much. And know that just because it's not happening right now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen forever. Everything goes in cycles, just like the winter, spring, the seasons, and just like the blooming of the cherry blossom trees. You got to plant the seed first and then grow your tree. And some of these trees take a long time to get bigger. So you can't judge yourself on the distance that you've made, okay? Because you're still going to be a beautiful tree in the end. You're just going to take a little bit. Just like they say, fine wine is aged, okay? Just the same thing like that. Humans, we're not meant to go as fast as we're going. This is a human concept of thinking that we're implementing out here, guys, okay? Because we're supposed to grow like these blossom trees. We're supposed to hang out in the sun. Enjoy the warmth. Enjoy the warmth of life is what I'm hearing. Hey there, hey there, Perry. How are you? And then something wonderful is happening for you right now from the universe. So from a girl who has had some of the worst, no good, horrible days of her life, there's some really magnificent, awesome days coming. And I've almost, like, when I've started getting my spiritual awakening, and the gratitude is overwhelming when things do start coming together, and you're like, oh my God, I've been praying for this for 5 years to happen, and it's happening, and it's magical. Okay, so no, if you can tell yourself, you know what, this may not be going the way I want it to right now, but I have a chance to change it. The universe is giving me a chance to change my thoughts. I got free will choice to choose a different way. And know that the angels are currently bringing me something right now, so I need to stop worrying just because I don't see it in front of my face, because I have had way too many times. You know what, guys? I just had a $14, and it's silly, comical. I got a $14 check that showed up in my bank account from Wells Fargo, and it said, hey, we feel that this feature didn't work right, and so we're going to go ahead and refund you. And I laughed, but that's when you know your abundance is starting to open, because you will get these random amounts of checks that they don't always come in $1 million. So for me, that's the universe's test. Are you gonna be like $14? That's some crap. I should have got more. Or are you gonna be like me and be like, I got $14. $14. I can buy a pair, some Oracle cards from my business. You know, like these are things that go on in my mind. And once you start having that attitude of there is enough, and you stop going, I'm broke, there's not enough, that's not reality. Reality is for me to sit here and be mad about everything and worry about it all. Because that's what I was taught my whole life. And then one day, but it never felt right. And one day I found out about this whole manifestation thing. I was like, hey, I've been doing this my whole life. It's got a name to it. That's super awesome. Because really, if you sit and think, maybe you don't have the material things you want today, but really sit and think, is there anything that you truly needed, like life or death? Because you're still here, so I'm going to say if it's life or death, it maybe wasn't life or death because you're still here if you don't have it. It felt like life or death, but was it truly life or death? Because I feel like we don't give gratitude for the things that we have, and because it's so cliche to us and it gets irritating because your ego's like, screw that, I don't care if I have a place to live. Yeah, you do. Because when you don't have a place to live, it sucks. When you have someone come home and say, hi, you've been paying the bills here and everything, but I don't feel that you should live here anymore. Bye-bye. Have fun. I don't care where you live. Not my problem. I've had people do that to me. Then I had someone who I told them, hey, I don't think we're going to be a match. And this was a friend. Well, it was my friend's mom. And she was like 40 years old, and I was like 18, and she decided I told her I didn't think it was a match me living at her place anymore. I was going to pack my things and leave, and I started bending over to pack up my stuff because I was leaving, and she cracked me in the head with a cordless phone. And so people get cray-cray out there, and I didn't understand that because I was like, wow, like, I'm not going to live here. Like, that's crazy. And why would you get that upset and hit somebody over the head that they don't want to live there? And that was a whole amazing day to me because I had never felt blood ever. And I felt my own. And I was like, wow, like, that really awakened me to be like, and then I had to figure out where to live from that point on. But the angels helped me in this moment because this was like when I was 18 in Albuquerque, and this was crazy because I was staying with her because it was temporary. It was just supposed to be temporary. I was finding my new place to live. I only been there a couple of weeks maybe. But because of that, I ended up, the person I worked with gave me a referral to his apartments, and I ended up getting his rent knocked off and got a place to live. And the angels had me go through this whole lesson, but it's crazy. You have more power than you think. Guys, stop giving away your power. And this came out too. I'll just show it to you, and then I'm going to read it. Because that's funny. It says, not having enough money is never the problem, it seems. First, lack is always temporary. Second, change is only ever a few thoughts away. And third, it's not like you haven't performed miracles before. Honey, honey, the universe. So I love this because if you haven't caught the theme of this live yet, is that thoughts are things, and there's only 3 little steps to law of attraction. Ask, believe, receive. And when I run into people who tell me, oh, I've been trying to do manifesting for 20 years and it hasn't ever worked out for me, I'm like, oh, it did. But you weren't focused on all that crazy low vibrational stuff that you manifested because you were in such low energy. You didn't notice that was your manifestation that came in. We don't notice that. They were too busy blaming it on everybody else. So it's ask, believe, receive. Most time we get caught up on the receiving part because we don't think we're worthy enough. We think we're worthy enough, but unconsciously we don't feel that we're worthy enough. See, your energy don't lie. And if your energy goes like this, nope, I don't feel worthy enough, send it back to return. So if you're missing out on your abundance, have a talk with your ego and be like, hey, ego, we are worthy enough. Stop telling people you don't want stuff, okay? If they're offering, you take. Of course, unless it's a toxic person. But I'm saying a lot of times people give you a compliment. Why do we feel unworthy of that compliment? Why do we feel unworthy when we know we're starving to death and somebody's offering us a sub sandwich? And our pride gets in the way and says, no, don't take that sub sandwich. They're going to think things about you. Well, think away because I'm going to be not hungry. You can have your opinion over there. I'm going to be eating and I'm going to feel all right. So, see, it's all about not embracing. You can hear, but don't embrace to negative thoughts, especially from other people, because a lot of times it's just to bring you down to their level. Because they don't know how to get up there, because most of them are the darkness, and the darkness has a glass ceiling. It can't rise above a certain level, okay? Only angels and light workers can go back and forth on both sides, okay? They have to manipulate and hitch a ride to get up there. Always remember that. So don't let the darkness win, and remember it's only a thought. And it's the darkness feeding you those thoughts of sabotage because they want as many recruits as they can get. I always say the darkness has an agenda and the light has an agenda. So which agenda are you feeding today? I love this whole, this whole live's making me happy. For whoever resonates with this message, I feel like a few of you, because you're still in here, so I don't know, it just makes me happy because I feel like you're kind of in a fearful place right now, but this rainbow right here, like, if you walk away from anything from this live, you may not know me, maybe this is your first time here, but know that the angels have brought you here for a reason, and if you're connecting with this isn't just show, this is the angels trying to show you that rainbows come after rain, and sometimes the storms are there to clear you, okay? They're there to clear out all this stuff that's all the debris that's in your way. So let it cleanse you. Let the storms of life cleanse you, and know that when it gets really chaotic, sometimes it's because you're about to level up. And that's when it gets really tricky, because it gets there's a test that comes, kind of like when you're at Super Mario Brothers saving the princess. Each level, you gotta save the princess from King Koopa, and King Koopa is more powerful in each level. That's the easiest way to. So if you're going through some chaos right now, and if you're seeing nines all over the place, know that it's coming to an end, my friend. And the 21st is significant for someone. There's a completion to a cycle coming to an end. So right now it's not about putting your energy into the problem. It's about, what do I need to learn from this so I can detach from it, so I can move forward. That's what the angels are trying to tell you right now. Behold, a new day with rainbows, sunshine, and blue skies, new players, rebounds, and recoveries. Abundance, health, and harmony, just like you've been picturing, right? Right? Please tell me you've been picturing them. It takes so little, the universe. I love these cards. These cards make me happy. And if you can get these on Amazon. They're Mike Dooley. And you can get them at Hay House too, but they're called Notes from the Universe on Abundance. And Mike Dooley's part of Hay House, and if you don't know about Hay House, you need to go find out about Hay House, because Lois Hay is the one that started Hay House, and she's just amazing. She started out in the 80s when the AIDS pandemic was going on, and she helped do her energy healing thing, and actually helped heal people where they went into remission, where there was no, because I used to work as a medical assistant for HIV and that community. And basically you can get to a point where you take your medicine where it's not like there's no traces. They won't be able to detect the virus in your system anymore. You can actually do that with Reiki healing and affirmations. And if you want to know more about Lois Hay, she actually teaches us how to clear out the inside to go to the outside, so you can, because all disease is built up stagnant energy that we won't release out of our bodies. And it becomes decay, and that's where the cancers and the diseases and all of that unfun stuff comes from. So that's why it's really important, if you feel an emotion, release it. Do not hold it in. I don't want to be sick, so you can make fun of me and call me a baby all you want, but you know what? I'm not going to have heart issues later because I'm not holding in that stuff. I'm just saying. The trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being, and it will return, and so it must, as if on the wings the universe. So the trick with spending money lies in knowing with every fiber of your being that it will return, and so it must, as if on wings, the universe. So know that everything you give out, including energy, attitude, anything, always comes back to you tenfold, right? So if you give money to someone, like you donate money, you got to give to get, first of all. Don't be holding on to your money thinking it is all about you, but it's all about us. We're one consciousness, one energy. We've just been separated so much that we don't understand that anymore. But ultimately, we are all a reflection of each other. So that's one of the hardest lessons I had to learn, is how to know that a person who really irritates me that's in front of me is just part of my shadow side that I need to heal. Yeah, that took a long time for my ego, and it still is not sinking in, but my higher self understands it. But know that your rainbows come after the rain. Okay, you gotta dance sometimes in the rainstorms, and just not be that serious, and know nothing lasts forever, not even this life. So if you're going through troubles, just release it and know that better days are on their way, but they're gonna stay crappier days the longer you hold on to that. And if you need someone to talk to, please reach out and talk to someone. But don't punish yourself to stay in that negative energy because you feel that you don't feel worthy to be happy, because that's what happens. We don't feel worthy to be happy because somebody told us we're not worthy enough to be happy, and it is usually an abusive parent or somebody, teacher, that put this false idea into our minds. So therefore our self-talk became bad, and therefore we started beating up on ourselves, and then we started creating diseases within ourselves. So know that you are important and you matter, and everybody matters on this earth in some way, shape, or form. You got to sometimes find the way that you matter, and you also got to start picking your people. Stop going around crappy people that make you feel like crap and get you all in your head. If you make me get up in my head around you, guess what? You won't have my presence around you very much, because I'm a very fun-loving person. I need to keep my energy high. And if you make me feel like I have to judge myself, yeah, I'm probably just not going to come around you, because I don't need to judge myself. I've been judging myself enough. I need to just accept myself now and have fun And I don't need people around me, because I went through this period where people were getting mad at me because I talk too loud. And I was like, that's just how I am. This is how it is. And sometimes when I get excited, I get louder. I'm not going to feel bad about it anymore. I felt bad about it for so long. I was like, why? Because when you watch a football game and you're screaming and yelling and hooting and hollering, or when you're drinking and whatever, that's acceptable, right? It's a problem when I do it. It's cool when they do it. Fuck them. Sorry, that song just popped in my, or that TikTok just popped in my head. So I'm gonna leave you off with this, guys. Dearest, I wish for you flowers and sunshine, gentle breezes and clear skies, calm seas and rainbows, but perhaps most of all, I wish for you the glorious breadth of experiences you are now poised to receive, so that these tidbits are mere icing on the cake of a life that's rich in adventure. Hug, hug the universe. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I've been kind of hiding out and protecting my energy lately. But I'm going to start coming on here and doing more lives, and I'll do personal readings when I'm on here, 12/12. The links in my Cash App is in my link in my bio. But for now, I'm going to go. I hope these messages have helped you guys. Tune into my channel and check out my YouTube, Jess Intuitive Angel Vibes, also link in my bio, on my YouTube channel. And that's where all these lives go. I hope you have a wonderful day and just keep doing your thing. And I love and approve of myself. Love and light, beautiful souls. Have a wonderful day.